So earlier today, we established that this engulf candle gave us presence of buyers, right? We had this pullback. They present to protect this zone here. And the reason why I like this zone is because if you notice, I had marked this right here as a key level. On my demo account, I had put that I wanted to enter here again, but my stop loss, I guess, was in the wrong spot. I should have probably seen that they were aiming for PMO. I was on mobile. Um, so right now, you're gonna see that market. It could pump. It could pump into 925, but ideally, guys, you really, really want to wait for the market to give you that confluence that we're breaking this 877. The 877 to the 900s would be a quick scalp in and out, and you don't take any like gambles on where direction you're gonna go. If you are gonna take a long, it's not bad to take a long here and do one micro and just add to your position as it goes up. If it goes back and it just flushes hard, it's okay to just say, hey, you know what? I was wrong $50. Why? Because if you take that small gamble, it's a probability that it is gonna go up. But if it doesn't, it is what it is. You just shift your bias to what I was saying earlier about 777. So, any questions so far? And good morning to anybody that I haven't said good morning to. Gonzo, how's our Magnificent Seven looking?
First, I want to say one thing to everyone, that our beloved Mac 7 are all looking like a complete mixed bag. So I think that today is going to be like every CPI prior day, which is going to be tricky. I don't know if you're going to be one directional, or you're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and leaving wicks all around. What I'm seeing right now is that Tesla, Apple, and Google are pre-market almost a little bit down, not that much, but a little down. But our baby boy Nvidia is still holding the area from yesterday. So yeah, we're gonna just wait and see. I wouldn't gamble a trade at open, especially on a day like today. Remember that at half hour after open, we have the annual report on NFP. So yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah, and just keep in mind, guys, always, anytime you start your trading day, just as a habit, always use Forex Factor or any calendar for news to make sure you don't have any news, just in case, guys. I know there's no news today, but I'm just making it an obvious pointer for you all. Now, looking at the 15-minute, you can already see the 15-minute has this nice gap that we came down to right at PMO. 15 minutes starting to look like it's starting to hold this zone really nicely. A small push down and a continuation to the top would be my indication to go long. But apparently that's not going to
Sorry,
happen. Let's be a little bit
sorry to
patient.
interrupt, bro,
How's the Max
but
7 looking?
we do have news today.
At what
Remember,
time?
30 minutes after open. 30 minutes.
I don't see it on my
We
I
have
don't
the,
I don't see it.
yeah, we have the NFP benchmark revision is and one report each year, and it could have impacts. So be careful at well, it's 30 minutes from now, so
Can can
adjust your
can you
box.
link me on that? Because I don't see it on the calendar.
Let me just make it more easy for you.
All right, our boy Segi is long with us today. Let's go, Segi. That's amazing, bro. What are you aiming for, Segi? 888. Interesting.
I share the link on the live chat, so check it. This
All
is the
right,
one I use for economic news.
let me take a look at that. I can't see it.
This is the 4-hour chart, so obviously there's really some candles, but right here, even where the top cities wicks up, that's our
All right.
resistance set.
Still in mute up.
All right, so you see 822 was tapped and then we went back up. That would have been my entry if I would have tapped the bottom first before I went up and got that strong resistance at 856, 857. I'm gonna take one micro long
Order filled.
with a tight stop loss at 810.
consolidation, then break
And I'm gonna put my TP at 925.
right here, but this would give a not so good risk to reward ratio.
I'm gonna add to my position as it goes up, guys. Beautiful 2-minute candle.
Order
I'm
filled.
adding to my position, and my stop loss is gonna be a little bit higher at 815 maybe. Let's put 818 just because that last wick is there. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of extra room at 813 just because I believe this can come back down just to go back up on purpose. I don't want to be like wicked out just for it to go and run without me. That'll be really, really sucky today. So if you guys don't know about this risk reward tool, please use it so you have an idea of where you are visually. If we're supposedly aiming for 925, right, and our stop is at 813, ideally we're looking at it at 2.6 to 1 risk reward. So we're saying that we're gonna risk 250. Well, me personally, I'm risking $250 to potentially make $630. Again, this is a little risky because it can just it could just fumble all the way down. But the way that we're reacting on an equal low, if you look at the 15-minute, we have an equal low, very wicky, but it's kind of like fighting its way up. On the 5-minute, we had the support, the support to show up. It pulled back down, never broke below the candle of 807, and it continued to the upside. I would like for this candle to get this push. And the reason why I'm risking is because I want to believe on my edge on what I'm seeing with my eyes. Yeah, 900 is most likely. I do agree with you on that one, Segi. What helped you take your position at the bottom, by the way, at 820? That was a beautiful zone that you entered in. How's the chop looking? Who's leading the back sevens, Gonzo?
Uh, Nobody is chopping.
Okay.
Tesla's trying to move, but so far, nothing huge on anyone.
Ronnie, is there anything you see with the markets at this very moment?
Oh, sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties here.
Mhm.
I just see that we're like struggling to break the high. Um, like if you're looking at a 5-minute chart, and we are in a supply zone, so there's like a fight. I'm waiting for more structure in the market to form. So I don't have a buy spot yet. If we're gonna be chopping around right here, I'm not gonna get in to a position.
Perfect. I'm gonna hold my position just because I'm seeing a lot of my confluences kind of play out. It's just a matter of market does market things. It's not that my strategy is wrong, it's just market doing things I can't control. The only thing I can control is entering and believing in my vision. So right now, what I would like for this market to really do is, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, in the 2 minute, you see this M shape right here. The M shape is the equal lows, considering that nice push to the upside, then getting this nice retracement to then trap sellers in the specific zone of the resistance, and then it can take off with us. Now, I would really hate if it comes below 823. If it comes below 823, I know I'm in the wrong side of the market. So what I would do is, if I was you guys, just protect yourself on keeping a small size and add as we break above this A60 zone, and then above A77, you would try to go big just to get that nice push to the upside if we do get it. That's what I'm trying to do today. Let's see here. And this is very wiki, by the way, so there is really no clear direction. We're just taking it based off the small confluences that I'm talking about, and that we can already see that we have already held the zone for just quite some time now. AMD and PLTR are holding strong. Very nice, Debbie. Let's hope for this blast of 100 points. That would be really really nice. How many points do I need here? 60. That's all I need. All I really need is 60 points, and I'll be okay putting my stop loss at break even. So how's everybody's morning starting, by the way? I won't be able to trade today, but I wish all of you the guys the best. Awesome, Sleepy. I'm hoping everything is good for you. Still flat, all good. Where are you thinking of getting in, Seth? Any plan for yourself? So my ideal thing that I want to do today, guys, is like I mentioned earlier, if we don't happen to go to the upside and we're going down, I'm gonna switch to a different eval, and I'm pretty much gonna be getting a scalp for whatever I could into the 777 zone. As long as we break PMO, I'm going for 777. Nice. You know what, Segi? I take my hat off for you because I'm one of those that can't get my mind off NQ. It's really, really hard for me to trade other markets, even when other markets have really good conditions. Let's see here. Look at this gold. Gold just rallied from the morning all the way into open. We're still running up. That was a nice push to the downside to continue up. Damn, 3,700. I remember when gold was like at 26 something. That's crazy. It's over 1,000 points up. That's wild. I'm pretty sure there's people on Forex holding a position from gold all the way in the bottom. It's very small and fractional, but they held it through, I bet. Let's see here. Is anybody trading gold this morning by any chance? This thing's about to be in no man's land. Gold on the 5 minute, it looks like it will continue from here. Like this little candle right here would be an indication to continue long. I'm just gonna highlight this so I can see it and review it later. NQ is still sitting on the red, guys. We're still fighting this zone. It's looking heavy. What are the Max 7 doing right now at the moment, Gonzo?
Nothing much.
Still red or just
Just
chopping up?
no, we have some red, some green, but yeah, they're not like one directional based. You know, they are going up and down, up and down.
Look at that. I almost got edged on my stop loss. SMT on the 32nd. Does it hold?
I went short on that M30 breakdown just now.
I do see that.
Let's see if it works.
All right, guys. So Gonzo's fading me. Are you at break even already, or are you gonna put a stop loss?
Me? No, my stop loss is where are we? Like on your, let me see, because I'm on Forex. Just 1 second. It's the high of this current M30 candle. So yeah, my stop loss is at like
856, 850s, 850s more or less.
yeah, 845s, somewhere around there.
Cool. So Seth is giving us some confluences. He doesn't like how the SPY is struggling to hold above EMA 200s.
Yeah.
Ideally, this could be a flush, guys, into that 777 zone. So if you are gonna take that short, just make sure you guys are sized down very small. I'm still holding my long. Come on, just give me a 50-point move. That'll be amazing. If NQ comes down to 790, I would look for longs again. Very nice. Why not 777, if I may ask, Segi? What are you looking at 790 that I'm not looking at? Ah, okay. Can see that. Now for that, if it does come all the way back down there, bro, honestly, I would see 777 to be a target. And even more, 750-ish. Because you already have TDO down there. Come on, just give me a pump. Get me out of this zone so I can feel comfortable.
Max
For
7
New
is
York
starting.
Open. Oh, go ahead, Gonzo.
Yeah, that Max 7 are starting to look more to the upside. So that's why maybe we are reversing right now.
For New York Open, though, this is kind of choppy.
It is choppy. It's not.
Tomorrow we have CPI, guys. Remember.
It's one of those days that you want to avoid trading before a big news headline. We're just doing it because we're degens here. We're addicted to charts, and I can't.
Gonzo, I
Can't
think
say anything else.
your stop loss got hit, pal.
No, I got out already.
Oh, you got out already.
Yeah, I got out before the stop loss. I didn't like it, so I cut it at half.
There you go.
And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. If you guys are ever in a position and you want to close it just because it's not moving or it's chopping around, close it halfway. I don't follow my rule because I believe in this trade and I want to believe that this zone is being protected for us to go to that 900. Once I hit that 870 zone, I want to try to add to my position so I can try to have a break even trade and let it run to give me a fast $600, $700 move. The way this 1 minute gap held down over here at 820, I think that was what really helped me hold this trade.
You see, bro, Segi saw it same as I did, that we have the news of employment.
Damn.
I don't know why your
I
calendar
don't know why I don't
doesn't
see
show
it.
it.
I don't see it. That's so weird. And I haven't changed any settings, so hopefully it gives me the pump I need. It's a red news.
Well,
It's a red news calendar.
Yeah.
No way, for real? That's so weird. Why is Forex not showing it? That's so weird.
Let me give you a.
Send
Let's
me a
do it.
screenshot. That's
No, no,
crazy.
no, wait. Let's do it easier. There you go. Look at my
Single person
share
account
screen.
tops.
Look at my share screen, bro. There's
Let me take a
you
look.
can read it.
Uh, oh shoot, he's right. I do see it on the top step. Quarterly employment wages one. Wow, he is right. I didn't know you could do this here. So I learned something new. Thank you, Segi. Damn, I should probably close this position now, honestly.
That's why I said it before we open any trades because it is a kind of big news.
Mm-hmm. Well, at this point, I'm holding it because I've been holding it for a long time, and I gotta believe in my vision, guys. So let's get this dub today, guys. Is anybody long with me? I want to know who's long.
I'm long with you.
Long.
From what levels, guys?
I'm long at, well, I keep picking up. Hold on. I'm long. Let me go to my cash account. I'm long at I'm sorry, at 818.
818. Ooh, you got a
I
Nice.
really
was gonna
nice
say
fill. You got a really nice
825.
fill. Just make sure you have a 10-point stop loss, all right?
So what I did was I added to my position as it went up. And so I put my, I'm very close to my stop. I put it at an 812 just because I'm super scary.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hey, if it hits you break even, it is what it is. We always have another one coming, you know?
Yes.
I was long, but I took $20 profits. I'm waiting for that news.
That's good, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. As long as you're protecting your capital is all that matters. Now, this push to the downside, the way that it's looking on the 1 minute doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
You know what? I'm looking at a bounce from 818. So hopefully it'll come down and bounce right off of 818. I have a wick at the top all the way to the right on the 2 minute. So hopefully it's just coming down to the trend line and it'll bounce off of it. I have a DGen account. I have 5 NQs on there to see if it does that, to see how much it'll make me.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Come on, push me out of the zone, man. Almost as if it's basing here.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for the news to drop, man.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't take me out and then runs without me. That would really suck.
Well, if it's a red folder news like this one, it's very likely that they can drop 60 and pump 150. So
Yeah. I see that happen all the time. I got this song stuck in my head from Hunter X. I don't know, Hendrix. There's this new cartoon movie that my daughter has been watching multiple times with me already for like 2 weeks. It's stuck in my head. It's called Golden or something like that.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
Golden. It is Golden.
is anyone in?
I'm still long, bro. I'm holding. It's gonna hit my stop loss. I'm a stop loss keen.
Bro, I'm out of this range. Like, until we break 803 for um
It is
for
risky.
longs, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this position on this account because I'm willing to risk those 200 bucks. Um, but I have another account that I'm about to pass. I only need 400 something dollars. So that's the one I'm gonna really try to hammer out.
10 micros right now, bro.
Nah, you want me to do 10 micro short? Nah, not at the bottom of the range. You're crazy, man. Nah. Not at the bottom of the range. I should have done that at the top, low key. All right, took me out.
oof,
Took me
that
out.
was a nice week.
I love this manipulation. We 780 longs, maybe.
Why did I cut my short? Because it wouldn't have taken me out and then dropped. Okay, I hate this CPI prior days.
Not every
Market
day,
oh,
not every day is
it's
gonna be a
everyone.
winning day, guys. It's okay to lose.
Yeah.
It's just how much are you losing? That's the most important thing. The beautiful thing is that I have 3 accounts. One of them took an L, and I have enough room and wiggle room to pass one. If I want to, I can literally just short from here into that 777. I'm just gonna be very patient just because you guys keep saying that this news at 10 a.m. is important. And honestly, I didn't see that on Forex Factory. So that's another point to talk about. It's important to double check and make sure there's no confusions on different platforms saying different uses. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely start using this one as a confluence to what Forex says. So let's see if we could get this nice flush here, or if we're gonna come back up. If we do go back up, I'm taking a scalp. I don't give a dang. Ronnie, are you in anything at the moment? I know that was your sweet spot for shorts up there.
I just closed my short. Like when we got back to the top of the range, I only made $180 this
Very
morning.
nice.
So
Congrats. Good job.
thanks, but we are in a range. I'm not really gonna take high risks right now.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get stopped out? You
Yeah,
did,
I
right?
did get stopped out. So technically right now I'm at $251 loss on that account. So we're back at a $1,000 balance needed to pass. And then this one has a total of like 400 and what is it? $410 that I need.
Uh-huh.
And the other one needs about 800 to pass. So these accounts are getting passed this week, one way or another. Full port, in and out. I'm just kidding.
I love to hear it, bro. I'll fully support your full port.
Hey, I like that.
40 minutes. Let's go. 40 minutes.
You want me to? I'll do it if you want me to.
No,
Are you gonna replace my account for the
don't
content?
be an
Nah,
idiot.
I take zero liability.
Yeah, me too, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm definitely not a DGen. Once I get really close to passing an account, I get a little hesitated about taking positions. I don't want to go back. It's like it's always one step forward, two step back. It's patience. Yeah, I just
Segi
need
says
one
you
full,
only.
full. That's right. It's like I just need one full pour session to go. That's right. You're right. All I need is
Yeah,
one quick
it's true.
momentum in and out. You know?
But you also, if you get one full port SL, you're done.
Yeah, yeah. It's terrible, man. It's
It's
terrible.
50-50, bro.
It's always 50-50. We never can determine where the market's going. So that 5 minute looked heavy, heavy. Should have entered the short, but I had it set to it. It's okay. It's all right, Seth. It's all right. You said you were gonna take a 25-minute or 30-minute. Was it you that said you wanted to take like a wait, or you were saying something else? Oh no, I read that wrong. You wrote 35 profit on short. Yeah, no, no, you did say that. I knew I'm not crazy. I'll be back in 25. Don't like the movement. Yeah, yeah, you're right. All right, so there goes our PMOs getting retested and breaking. Let's see here. I should take this short, guys. I really should, but I'm gonna be a degen.
You're gonna open a position at the low 5 minutes prior to a news.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you. If I was a degen, I would. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yes,
There's
five
news.
minutes.
How are the Max
So what
sevens
is this
looking?
news about?
It's the quarterly report on employment, an NFP quarterly report. So yeah, it's kind of
Oh yeah.
Let's Google it. Chat GPT it. Let me see something here.
type NFP preliminary benchmark there on ChatGPT. There we go.
All right, so we want a weaker number, guys. We want a weaker number on this report. If we get a weaker
Yeah,
number, we can definitely go for a nice bullish run. If it's higher than expected, that means it's not good for equities.
the issue is that it's a report. It's not a like they're gonna show you instantly the result or the consensus of the previous. It's a report, so they're gonna digest it first.
Hmm. Wow, look at these. Look at these guys, bro. You gotta be kidding me. They took off from
Yeah, man,
PMO. These
it's
guys
a
are
classic
serious.
CPI prior CPI day already,
What?
wrecking both sides.
You have to be kidding me. I guess I'll take my next L on this one then. I'd rather not. I'd rather not mess around with the other one. So another pointer to pull out, guys. So if we know that we're in a range, right? Even if market's presenting us those buys or sell opportunities, you notice how when we already established that we're in a range market, had we been a little bit more patient, I would have told you guys to take that long on PMO.
Hell no.
Hell yeah, because look, if we have
It
support
takes
here
forever.
and we have
Takes
support
forever.
here, who's talking? I'm sorry.
I I used to do the basic, and then like for example, if like I write down the names, and then I just go like I draw an arrow if they're all applying, and then I just do stuff like that. And then out here I just do a check. That's it. And then right here, if they're citizens, I don't even do like none of this right here. Yeah. Um.
Segi, you talking to us or somebody else?
Say yeah,
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on, my man?
I was confused for a little bit. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I thought he was trying to explain the chart to us.
Me too, yo. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh man, that's crazy. All right, so PMO gave us a nice 40 points. Dang, that's crazy. I didn't even see that. I was focused on other things. That's crazy. Let's see here. One more minute, guys. One more minute.
Actually, 20 seconds.
Hmm.
And like
It's
I
really
said,
hard.
if it is a report, you gotta wait for the market to digest it.
Mm-hmm. In other words, the first move can be wrong move, guys. All right, so if you look at the 5 minute, we have this wick going up. It's very nice. It's also with an M shape. The 3 minute also has a 4 base candle, and that gives me confluences for quote unquote longs in my book. If you look at the 1 minute, we did tap PMO for the third time, giving us that confluence that we are going to go up with a W. So we have the W, the breakout, the retest, the immediate retest for continuation. I When I'm scalping micro scalps with high leverage, I'm looking for that kind of move to get like 10 points, 15 points, etc. Just kind of like one of the things I always talk about is just react, don't think, you know. I know I don't follow my own rules on this, guys, but check this out. We have the W, break, and retest. That's kind of what you want when you're taking like those high leverage, like if you have a DGen account, when you're trying to scalp, that's what you want. But look at that break below PMO. Wow. So there's the 780, 790 that Monk and Segi were talking about, guys. I want to know if Segi took the position. 790s, yeah. Did he take it? No entry signal. So I'm flat. All right, perfect. So this is a breakout, a retest of PMO for rejections to the downside if you're looking at it as a seller. And as a buyer, you're still waiting. And this is one of the
Yeah,
things that I
Max
talked
7.
about in the beginning of our. This is the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gonzo.
Max 7 are starting to dump.
All right. So this could be PMO rejection, guys, for 804. No entry signals on flat. 7:15. I don't mind. All right. So one of the things I talked about earlier when the stream started is if we do get a dump below and we didn't get the bias to go long, we would be looking for shorts. So the first target for shorts is 777, and then so on and so on would be 744, and then like a final would be in the 720 area. There it goes into a really, really strong down move, but it's still tricky. The way it's wiki, it's the scary part.
Yes, like if they're trying to find the right place to blast off.
Mm-hmm. Dang, this is a big group, guys. How many people are here today?
Oh, don't make me count, bro. One,
Are
two,
your
three, four.
guys' charts kind of laggy? Or is that just me?
No, it looks clean.
We are 19 with you.
19, very nice. Let's break that 25 people record, guys. See here. You know how Segi and Monk talked about 780 and 790? The way that this 2 minute candle, if it doesn't go, if it doesn't go on the 2 minute as a close, you're looking to go long. You're looking to go long on the 2 minute. And by the way, I didn't see this earlier in the 2 minute. If you have the 2 minute, you have a double top, neckline retest, and then the flush into that below PMO. Did they break PMO? Hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's breaking PMO. Yep. Monk, are you in your trade or no? All right, so we have that W shape one more time. Like it looks like a. Let me show you guys. It is invalidating it right away. Look at that. Had it created a wick here to the upside, I would have taken it above this VWAP, which would be 825. I never really need a sniper entry. I always need the confirmation. $911K fewer jobs than previously reported. Wow. All right, there you go. So you have the wick and the continuation to the top breaking above PMO. That's starting to look really sweet, guys. Want to take this. I really like this, guys.
Order filled.
All right, I'm long. I'm gonna put my stop at 793. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put my stop at 798. Right underneath that impulsive move that we got. And I'm gonna aim for the same thing, 900s. What I'm using as confluence is many things, okay? So I'm using my previous area that I entered in. I'm using Segi and Monk's consideration of 780 and 790. I'm also using the W shape with the immediate retest and the engulf candle on continuation. Now the only thing that we need to fight is this VWAP. Once we fight VWAP, we can continue to this resistance zone and fight our way to the top. It could be a slow grind to the upside, guys.
Or a fast one.
Or a fast one. I hope so, right? Let's hope. Especially with that
Literally.
report. Especially with a report like the one we just read about. It literally clearly says if it's higher than expected, that means it's weaker and it affects equities. If it's lower, it actually helps equities because it helps the interest rate expectations of how the market will be impacted by the Fed, whether they keep pausing or keep the decision to actually cut rates. The market's expecting a cut. They want a cut, especially Donald Trump. He wants a cut. Let's see here.
He wants to cut.
Give us a cut, man. All right, so far we're up $200. Not bad. We already got the engulf candle on the 5-minute. We just need to hope that we continue to come down into this 818, 820 zone to just retest and continue to the upside with like really strong momentum. I'm gonna minimize my loss into PMO at 804. So that's gonna be a $75 loss, guys. A $75 loss if I do take it out. But the reward is so juicy. Look at this. Come
Go,
on.
baby, go.
Let's go. And then if you start
Come
looking at the
on.
15 minute,
Pump it.
if you look at the 15 minute, we have the 15 minute to start engulfing. It looks very, very beautiful. We also have equal lows on the RSI. So if you don't know what an RSI is, RSI pretty much has equal lows above the 30s after being in the downtrend from the 70 zone, and we're continuing to the upside. That could be very, very clean. Come on, baby. Just give me 50 points more. Come on, run it.
50 points more. you're not asking for much.
I'm not, bro. I don't want. All I need is 100 points if they want to give me 50 points, but I really need 100. Let's see here. You're feeding your cat. It's all right, bro. Wait, you have a cat named Olive?
Olive.
Ronnie has a dog named Olive.
You know what? Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyways, I took I somehow grabbed that long entry down at, what is it, 787
Mm-hmm.
with, I did one mini. I was a risk taker. I ended up making 1,000, so I'm done for the day.
Beautiful. NX, amazing,
Great
man.
entry, great call.
I love to see the
Yeah.
I love to see the the
I
transformation
went
of what you're
heavy.
doing, man.
I mean, we
I
got
went
the
heavy.
payout already, so we got to take risks a little higher. Only one mini though.
Yeah, just to build the buffer, and hopefully, like, whenever you're wrong and you take a small $200, $300 instantly, just know you're in the wrong position.
Yep.
You know
I
you're in
set
the
my
wrong
stop
position.
loss to if I lose, I'm only losing 200. What are you gonna do?
Cool. That's perfect. And remember what I always say, like if you know you're trying to take a zone, right? And you know that $200 is down here, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. At least it gives you an extra room to actually take a trade, you know?
Yep, that's it.
Where did you enter your trade from?
787.
787. Very nice, man. Wow. So you enter from the very, very bottom.
Yeah, pretty close.
Good stuff, man. Hey, that's thanks to Monk and Segi. Thank you guys for sharing that zone.
And you guys are all giving me great calls.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that, bro. Like when I saw you make $3,500 last week, I was like, geez, this guy's really going at it, you know? So next week, hopefully this week that we're in, I hope you make the same or don't put a number to it, you know, just follow the rules, you know, what we're talking about, how it impacts, you know, is there something holding us back, you know, whatever it is, just always cover your capital, man. That's all that matters. And
Yep,
don't
I'm just
tilt.
gonna keep doing my thing.
Yeah, don't ever tilt. All right, guys, I'm gonna move my stop into profit just in case. I don't want to like just take an L. Anybody else in a long position at this moment?
I'm
Yeah,
in a
me.
long.
Who said that?
I long
I
too.
did that. Um, that 780 long was so clean, bro.
It was clean, bro. You didn't take it, I bet.
I did,
Oh, you
bro. I
did? Let's
did.
go. Let's
Nice.
go. I'm glad that you took it, bro, because I'm telling you, you have a sweet spot with identifying a zone that you should take. And you should always take them. Even if it's starting small and you add to your position little by little, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't like the fact that we are still battling here. We
Yeah,
need to break this area.
we're expecting that small retracement. There's nothing wrong with the retracement. The problem is it can't go below 820. That's why I put my stop at 819. So if you don't have
My
a stop
TP did
loss,
though. I'm out of here.
typical mug, man. You leave a lot of money on the table,
Yeah.
man. It is what it is. Have a good
Alright,
one,
bro.
bro.
Chat. See you.
Dale, bro. So right now what we're doing is we're waiting for the retracement. As you can see, we already closed above this 840. So that's an indication that we are strong in this resistance. It's just a matter of fighting through the resistance into VWAP and then continuing to that 870. Once above the 870, then we can hopefully see that 900 zone. Now, if it just flushes, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We can't control. We could only react, right? So let's have a good New York, and let's hope for $1,000 trade for all of us. The 5 minute closed beautifully, by the way. So if you look at like this is what I talk about behaviors, right? So you see how we have this 5 minute close with a wick. It's usually a continuation for me. So if we have an engulf candle, right? Like look at, I'm gonna walk you through it. If we have the drop, an engulf candle, and then we have this long wick, you're looking for this to never get disrespected and invalidated. You want that to be a drop and then continuation to the top. Like the way that it's doing it right now, you can't always guarantee that market's gonna do what it has to do. But
Order
the
filled.
the way it just pulled back, if you look at the 30-second, all it's doing is creating that M shape that I talk about, that is generating liquidity for it to come to the upside. That's all it's doing. All that's literally all it's doing. So if we break above this 840 zone, all I need to do is go with bigger size and I'm still in the trade with you guys. Is anybody still in this trade?
Yes.
Nope.
I'm
I
stopped at
get out.
All right, perfect. So let's wait and see for the reaction that we're looking for here on the 30-second. And give me one quick second. All right, so we're getting a reaction on the 809. 809 is a small gap that we have on the 2 minute. Very, 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 very strong reaction that we're getting here. If you look at the 15 minute, if you look at the 30-second, we already have some kind of buyers stepping in. And then the RSI, it looks like we have, again, some kind of like, I like to interpret it as buyer's presence. On the 30-second, it would be another mini SMT for longs. So as you can see, this one came in and then this one created the lower push to go to the upside. Same thing is happening here. But it's so close to PMO that it's a little tricky to enter for me. Because I'm going to be going in risking technically my profits. Gonzo, how are the Mag 7 doing at the moment?
They stalled.
Okay, but they look green.
Most of them, yeah.
Okay,
Except
so
Apple. Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Except Apple, all of them look okay. Nvidia is on the flipping red, green all day, you know,
Okay.
but yeah, we're chopping.
So for me, this would be an indication that buyers are present. We're above the VWAP at this very moment, and we fought it very nicely. You're taking a long here if you're not in a long. I'm going in
Order
with you.
filled.
My stop loss is going to be at 806. I'm technically risking my profits. I have nothing to lose. And I'm aiming again for above 877, which would be the 900s, 920s. So there's two things going on. Debbie is giving us confirmation that we are above the 50% retracement, and then we are above a zone that we broke out of that we're retesting to continue to the upside. Max 7's being kind of like in an iffy zone. I can see how this is being interpreted as a fight zone. But the fact that we have that M at the top that I keep talking about to be liquidity, I want to definitely hold this. I want to definitely say that we're going to go long. And if I'm wrong, I'm only playing with what I can afford to lose. Remember that always, guys. You only play with what you can afford to lose. What I don't personally like about this zone is that if you look at the 1 minute, on the 1 minute, we have this no wick candle here at 800 exact. So if it takes me out at 800, if it takes me out at 800, I'm definitely going to have to go in one more time. Wait, it does have a wick. It's very, very tiny. It does have a wick. Oof. And looking at the 30 minute, the 30 minutes like it's flushing, guys. If you zoom out, you can see how we got rejection at 850. So basically, we went up to manipulate, and it could just come down. There's another 6 minutes into this 30 minute. If this 30 minute closes like this green, I would really, really like for the next candle to give us a nice push to the upside. This just can't turn red right now. Ronnie's probably like, yo, Rigo's crazy. He's taking everybody against the trend. Ronnie, are you long or short?
I'm still waiting.
Okay.
I don't want to be in a position in this. Like looking at the 30-minute, we're just in that range. So this is where you have to practice patience as a trader.
I hear you on that.
because we never hit that 3 hour supply zone again. We never broke above it. And like to me, I'm looking for shorts, but I want to see some break below these structures, like break below some of these 30-minute candles and an opportunity to get in, but it's not creating an opportunity. So like the 30-minute candle, it went down, it went up, and it's not giving us any confirmations.
I'm just sending a ping to price pings to make sure that they can see the 1 hour. One of the things that I'm looking at in the 1 hour is we have this small reversal pattern, and we can see the engulf. But the problem with me that I'm having is that PMO is holding this level so strong that they don't want to just let it free fall. How are the Max 7 interpreting this at this moment, Gonzo? Gonzo, if you're talking, you're muted at the moment. M7 is struggling. Okay. So would you consider this a trap trade, Ronnie?
Not yet. It hasn't hit a trap zone yet. So,
What is the trap zone that
yeah.
you would look for?
Mm, it would be on the 15-minute chart a little bit lower. Um, like near like the
Order
775
filled.
area.
775.
Yeah. So it like approximate there's a 15-minute doji right there, 775 to 757. That's my trap. If we were to get there. Um I have like a resting order there. And like I have three minis resting micros and minis. So I just shorted a little bit right now. So when the 30-minute candle went red, I shorted a little bit and I'm at 330, but I want to see it go lower. Obviously, I had a short bias today, I told you this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that it plays out, but I'm willing to take a long right there. If you weren't in that trade off of the 3 hour supply, like the market's not giving you anything right now. The trade already happened, in my opinion, off the 3 hour supply zone that we've been hitting since Friday. So, right now, no trades for me right now.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Anybody in a position at this very moment? What I would recommend at at this very moment is if you're in a long, you're putting your break even at this very moment, because the higher time frame. When I'm looking at the higher time frame, it goes back to what I talked about. We can't really sit here and sit with our bias to be longs when everything is indicating that there's a lot of sell pressure from above. So if you notice, we have this, and this confirming three to be a three touch point and a very high resistance zone. This could in fact just come back down. It could in fact come back down to this right here, the 700, 720 zone, very easily. And again, it's because of the fact that we had a supply previously there, and it would be at the bottom of the range. So if we're playing the top to come to the bottom, that would be something to take into consideration. And again, we're getting trapped as buyers without being able to change our bias. And it goes back to what our our amazing trader Ronnie keeps saying. If it's a resistance, why fight the resistance and fight the trend? Hmm. Patience pays, right, guys? So Segi says he's still in his position. Only way to get out of this is to get stopped out from me. Otherwise, I'm breaking my rules. My boy, I like that. That was a good entry, bro. That was a really good entry. It's still a valid zone for buys, guys. It's just that the heaviness on the higher time frame, it's iffy, especially with this report that just came out. Market's still digesting this. There was really no crazy reaction other than what it was for 60 points. It goes back to everything we talked about. Every single area that we had zones in as a trend, it was always 50, 60 points. Yeah, some of them are not even 50. So super, super, super careful of everything. There's nothing wrong with taking a small loss today, guys. Nothing wrong. If you're at the bottom of the longs, it's cool. Look how we're holding this PMO. We're technically tapping it multiple times after breaking it down. Where's the open range? Let me see something real quick. Yeah, we're at the bottom. We already broke down from the open range. 715. Interesting. Higher time frame looks bearish. Somebody's just defending the zone. They're not letting it fall like how it should technically fall. And it is a big day tomorrow, guys. It is a big day tomorrow. Gonzo, are you gonna do anything or are you gonna stay flat?
I'm still flat.
Mhm.
Besides the tiny loss on that long earlier, but I'm still flat.
I should have taken those $300. Should have, could have, but didn't. Short with my what? Short at 787. Why were you holding the
There you
bottom from
go.
there?
Nice. Nice, F. Nice.
Let's take a look here. Guys, do I YOLO this and do 30 micros down? That'd be crazy.
Don't, bro. Don't.
It's the $400. Dang. In and out. That's for you also, dude. I am watching live. I love it. Wait.
There she
Who's writing to
goes.
me?
Do you think we're gonna retest or maybe retrace from this?
Very nice. I see that my boy Steven's in the live, by the way. He's only down $67 for the day. Very nice. So 777 was a target one for the short guys. That's the reason why I said I should have micro 30 micros in. The moment that we held below that PMO on the 1 minute was kind of a confluence. It's just iffy because of this right here. But yes, you would trim profits and let runners go here if you're short. There's still, yeah, I do agree. There is a lot of liquidity at the bottom. This is what I was talking to Andrea about today, that I needed to adapt my bias if we were never going to be able to make our way above. I think what really trapped me is this kind of support in the 780s. Gave us a push to the upside. We did break above it, but the pressure was too much. So basically all they did was rally base rally into the TP1 that we had. Steve, did you take a short or are you still flat? Nice. Look at this one. He made 550 bucks. Good job, Chino.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take off and go get some breakfast. Thank you for everything.
Hey, NX, you're
Right,
very welcome,
bro.
bro. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
That's a second goodbye. And we say
I
bye
was just
bye.
watching the short. I wanted to see if the short played out. Not touching anything, but I had to see it.
You're good, bro. You're good. Enjoy yourself. Hey, that 30-minute candle is crazy. Look at this. We're aiming for the liquidity already. Look. They're aiming for 758. 758. They're aiming for 758. If you're short, you're holding to 758 and you're putting a tight stop loss. Tight, super tight.
I think it's going deeper, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna go to 744 and even to the bottom to that 727. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a
I
supply
think so.
zone. So this supply zone, if this supply zone turn into support, so if they break and breach it, it's only gonna keep going down before CPI, PPI. This can go all the way to 660 easy. All we need to do is breach that 731 zone. And this is exactly what we were talking about on the live. Exactly what we were talking about. In the very beginning, we said we needed to change our bias quickly, and we didn't. Beautiful to anybody that took that short. I take a slow, don't want to turn a green day into red. I do agree with you on that, Segi. I do agree. Who's still holding the short, if I may ask? You got in and out a few times. What do you think? What do you think causes you to get in and out instead of just holding it? Very nice, Debbie. You know that whole getting in and getting out. It's not always good. You start getting overconfidence, and then you start doing an entry at an area you shouldn't be getting in, and maybe you're not looking to the left, and that causes you to actually start wanting to make back what you lose. I don't recommend you to always just get in and out just because. Have a reason why. If you're securing profits, you should be only trimming profits. You shouldn't be getting out entirely. Perfect. Good job, Seth. Damn, I could have been had my 400 bucks, guys. Very nice, Segi. And you know what the problem is? That once you start seeing, I'm gonna let you guys know. Once you start seeing everybody talk about their profits, it starts to take a toll on your mindset, and you start looking at that, and you're like, man, I could take a quick short, and then you just never know how far this market really goes. And guess what? You answer just because everybody's making money, and then that extension of that ride, you get in at the wrong time, and guess what? You're trying to full pour $1,000 in or $500, and then boom, you're negative instantly 400 bucks. Don't ever do that. That's called chasing P&L. You have to understand what your mindset is feeding. You have to understand how to identify how you can stop yourself from doing that. Where the probability of doing it best was somewhere around here at 790, maybe even 780s. But if you're doing it already below this, you're looking to get bit by the market. Just some mindset conversation that we want to shift into this. It's okay to not have a big P&L. We do this every single day. You always have to tell your mind that, guys. We do this every single day. Because imagine you would have entered this 730, 740, and now you start seeing this wick up, and then you're like, oh man, I'm negative 200 bucks. I'm negative $300. Oof. And then guess what? You close and then you go long because now you lost a lot of money because you know you made a mistake. And then guess what? The market then comes right back down, and then you lose another 200, 300 bucks, and now you're down $1,000, maybe 800 bucks. And now because of all of that, decisions that are just honestly, I'm gonna use the word stupid. You just hurt yourself. You hurt your psychology. You hurt your trader mindset. You hurt yourself from the point of being a profitable trader and consistent trader to being somebody who's just triggering a button because they have no plan. You have a plan, you stick to the plan, and that's it. If the plan couldn't work and you couldn't adapt, you stay away. And I'm literally preaching something that I talk to myself about to myself every single day, guys. Every single day. Every single day. Because at the end of the day, what's gonna keep you alive, it's the discipline to stay away. For example, if we were here and it looked valid, and there was nothing wrong. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. You took two strikes, you stay away. If you take three strikes, that third strike better be the one that you literally log out for the day, for sure. Because right now I could take two strikes right now and my mindset's clear. I'll come back in PM session and I'll come back and I'll probably cook something up. I don't know, whatever. But the idea thing is you stay to live another day. Look at my performance. Look, I took no trade on this account and then I started taking some account trades. $98 loss, $243 loss. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Check out the other one. Look, I had barely traded this account. Barely. Barely traded this account. And the other one as well. Very barely. I barely traded this account on the beginning of the week. And then look, for this one I only made 50 bucks. And now I'm done 225 after having a floating $300 day. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. It just means you're being precaution, you're taking risk appropriately, and you're just looking to maximize your trading life. Trust me. A lot of you guys know what you're doing. You guys, it's not that you guys silver longs, very nice. It's not that you guys don't know what you're doing. It's just that you don't know when to stop doing what you're doing wrong. So we do have a small support at 733. If you zoom out, all we're doing is back in that supply zone that we're trying to create sort of like a support in. Because like I always say, supply always needs to turn into support. And then I'm sorry. Yeah, previous supply needs to turn into support. So if we came out of this zone, all we're doing is retesting the zone to be confirmed to be support, or if we're just gonna flush down and completely go into 720. Ideally, right? We don't know that. We just gotta wait. And how do we wait? Just sitting on our hands, looking at the 1 minute, considering, hey, you know what? The 1 minute is not a real base for confirmation of support. Why? Because for you to really have support, you need to have something along the lines like this, guys. Something like this that they actually break out of the zone after multiple touches. Sometimes there's certain zones that are just super strong demands and they just fly. And a lot of times in those kind of like fly zones, all you need to do is enter a specific zone that was resistance. So if this was supply, right? If this right here was a supply zone that broke after trying to build support, then you already know anything above here was strong push down and then up immediately, then you already know you're going back up. But it doesn't mean you have to trigger that right away. It's candle behaviors. It's just understanding what's the market doing and with the structure. Ideally, as long as you have an idea of what structure is, you have an idea of, hey, you know what? I've seen Eric many times. Eric is a perfect example. Eric has a lot of good trades, a lot of good trades. The problem with Eric is he enters the moment the market taps a specific zone. So he's sitting on that trade for 30, 40 minutes. And then when he gets stopped out for whatever reason, then he goes and he says, damn, guys, I got taken out for it to go in my direction all the time. Sometimes you don't need to have a sniper entry. Sometimes you need to just be patient. You just need to be patient. Be patient. Super patient. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna take a little break and I'll be back at 1:30 p.m. So if you guys can, please be back at 1:30. We'll try to cook up something up and see what market ended up doing for the rest of the day. All right. Have a good one, guys.
You too.